Hello, readers and learners at Dawson Elementary School. My name is Meredith Coleman McGee, and I live in South Jackson, and it is an honor to be a part of your Black History program. And I wanted to start by talking to you about Carter G. Woodson and Jesse Moreland, who started Black History Studies in 1915, and then they started Black History Week in 1926, and it became a law in a national observant by President Ford in 1976. So I'm going to share a couple of slides with you. You see at the top of the slide, we have Carter G. Woodson. He's known as the father of Black history. And Jesse Moreland is beside him. Now, the two of them started the Association for the Study of Negro Life and History in 1915, which was a journal publication, which is very important in terms of literacy and learning because most of what we learn is written in books. Now, the reason why they started this publication is because Blacks were underrepresented in books and in the study of American history. And by the 1960s, the most popular eighth grade textbooks mention only two Black people in an entire century, which is 100 years. Now, I just wanted to mention that we live in Jackson, and Jackson, Mississippi will be celebrating our bicentennial this year, which makes 200 years. And I want to go back to the slide. Um, in the center to the left, you have one person that is actually from your neighborhood, and that is Medgar Evers, because your school is off of Medgar Evers Boulevard. There's a Medgar Evers Library, and he is a very important person in terms of Black history, local history. And he is actually holding up a sign that says, "In brutality." He's talking about police brutality. And beside him is Fannie Lou Hamer, and she's a very important person in terms of Black history and Mississippi history. And also, Margaret Walker Alexander is also her house. She raised her children about maybe 3 blocks from where your school is. Margaret Walker Alexander, there's a library named for her uh, off of Robinson Road. And below you, we have Deanna Tisdale Johnson. She is a third generation newspaper owner. She now owns the Jackson Advocate newspaper, which is very important because a lot of information, as I told you before, actually is published in newspapers. And another thing about Black history, it is in February, which is the shortest month, but um, Carter, Dr. Carter Woodson, and Mr. Moreland wanted Black history to be in this month because it was the month that Frederick Douglass was born in 1818. And he started a newspaper called the North Star, which was the one of the greatest voices against abolition, and abolition were people who wanted to free Africans who were enslaved. And also, Abraham Lincoln was born in February as well. And let's see. And also, I wanted to talk to you about local history. We have the Smith Robinson Museum, which was our first school for Blacks, and it was started by Smith Robinson. And also, I wanted to also tell you that I am an author of some children books, The Sheeta. This is the Smith Robinson Museum. That's one. And I also wrote a book on my uncle, who also lives in Jackson now, and he's 87. He was the first black to go to University of Mississippi. And keep studying and reading and learning and getting a lot of intellect. And be great yourself and make some history yourself. Thank you so much.